Um, the last class was about templates too. Let me put this. Um, okay, let's go to console. Then what we did the last time is to um use a template stream. So like I told you, a template stream are like a way of adding um or combining different data types together. So we uh do uh did a particular task that we'll be able to uh concatenate I am first name, then a year. So we calculate year. The reason why we added this in brackets is to tell JavaScript that we want the year and the birth year to be calculated first before running this uh, running this code.
The code, yeah.
Then we also introduce the backstick as another option or ways of writing um, template string. So this backstick is one of the popular we use in JavaScript. You can also use it to write whenever you want to add HTML in your JavaScript. You can use the backstick. So if you are using Windows, you can get it at the first the second rule on your keyboard where you will see before you have one. Then just type it, it will come up. So before you count one, two, three, before one, you say it there. Now we're going to be using the template stream to still achieve the same result, but in uh, a very different way. So we can come here. I said I am, then put the uh, the quotation mark, the single quotation mark, then space. So for you to add any variable on the template string, you use dollar sign and then curly brackets. So inside this curly brackets, you are going to be passing the first name. So when you pass the first name, you add their command, then I am the space, then you do the calculation of your year by adding this a dollar sign, then calling your year minus birthday, years old. The next one is the job. You put the dollar sign, then call this, then the job, then you close. So now when you look at these uh two code, you notice this is very simple and this is very technical. So let me console log this, console log, console log, and then I have this one. So when you come down, and then you see that we have I am Orisa, a 26 years old software dev. Now the backsticks can also be used in in several um, ways. Another ways of using backstick also is to can decide to console the log. Also use it as a stream representation of your object. So I have this here. Can decide to have just just a regular dev. Then this just a regular dev. When you come here, you can still have it what as a stream. So notice that the backstick can also be used what as a stream. Another way of also using backstick is very important, that the backstick reduce a lot of code. So whenever you are writing code, it do reduce a lot of code. So let's say um, for instance, we have console.log. So if you want to add like a break, let's say um, let me have this. It's a list of students. Then that list of students, if you want to, let's say we have it's a list of skills, list of skills. Um, we have front end, we have back end, we have DevOps, DevOps, yeah. Then we have OOP. Then we have deployment. Deploy, the deployment. So now when you look at all this list of stream that we've recorded, if you come to this place and you want to add a new line, there's no way of adding a new line unless you are going to use what we call the new line method, which is actually an old method of adding new line. Let's say I want to add new line here. So what I can do is to use this um this backslash, then n backslash, right? So this backslash n backslash. So we do that and you come to this place, notice that we have a new line. So we are also going to see how you can use backticks to achieve this. Very important. When I come here, backslash n, which n stand for new line, backslash n backslash n backslash. So this is what you can see how to add backslash. But this, like I told you, this is also very technical compared to these two code. So if you look at these two code, this is very technical and
Yeah.
this is not technical. So let's look at the way we can use backsticks to achieve the multiple stream even without writing them. So what we are going to do is to still copy this code and let's play this code here. Then remove all the backslash, remove all the backslash, remove all the backslash. Then let's have the backstick. So what we're going to do to the backstick is to have this, then you press this. So if you want to add a new line, what you need to do is just enter, 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 and of course, boom, we have a new line here. I can also arrange it well, and also arrange it well. Make sure that you have it well arranged, and boom, you can see what we have here. We have a multiple, uh, a multiple, a multiple line. So there's a lot you can do with a lot you can do with backstick. That's just few things you can do with backstick. Now we are going to be looking more further again on some of the, let's say, some of the things you can as well do with backsticks. But however, before we move into that, let's look at a bit about conditional statement. So we're going to be looking about just few of conditional statement. Um, but when we are done with that, move on to other topic as well. So regarding this template stream, do you have any question or anywhere you need clarification on how to use this template stream before? Uh,
And to me, I think when I want to make use of this template string, it's just to go for this backstick method.
exactly.
Yes, that's just the summary of everything. Leave every other one.
Okay, that's nice. So we are going to be looking at some few other things. Hold on. Uh, okay. Okay, the um let's look at the logical operator. We've done uh how many operator have we done before? Probably before now. How many have we done?
Comparison, assignments, mass operator. Yeah, I think so far. Comparison, assignments, mass operator. Then this template string.
Okay, we are going to be doing uh okay, let's do a bit of conditional statement. So when we've done with conditional statement, so what we are going to do, we will do a bit of logical operator, and then we'll do like type and conversion. So if we do type and conversion, we'll do some few projects
Okay.
for today class. So let's look at uh, logical conditional statement, which has to do with taking decision. In as a human being, right? We are
Yes.
very, very logic in nature, very logical in nature. Before you would do anything, you first of all uh, make decisions. You first of all make decisions before you do uh, whatever you want to do. So decisions are very important, very very important, very very important. It can either be yes, yes or no. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
There's no way you can have yes and you still have no. It can either be go or stay. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So it can either be stay or go. Now, this is called decision making. And what make a programming so perfect, like they think like human being, just like the way you think, because of the conditional statement. We're going to be looking some of the basic conditional statement. We'll start from the basic before we move into uh, into the advanced. But for now, we look at the basic conditional statement. Then when we look at those basic conditional statements, we'll now move to advanced decision making. And one of the things that you need to understand is that when it comes to building software, if you come to the way software operates, it's actually tailored around decision making. Yes, decision making. If this like this, do it this way. Are we together? If this
Yes,
like
sir.
this, do it do it this way. So we're going to be looking at how many conditional statements we have. Why do we need that conditional statement? Now, without decision making, I don't think every programming language starts with a decision what? Decision making. Like let's say for example, you log in to your Facebook account and maybe let's say there are some activities, maybe you violated their community policy. And immediately you violate the community policy, instantly your account would be either placed unlocked or you will be restricted in carrying out some activities. Now, what they are doing is that in every conditional statement, there are datas that the, the the conditional statement need to leverage on in order to uh, carry out that execution. So those conditional statements, of course, they use them in programming to execute or to carry out the task when a certain condition is what is met. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
Now, so it actually evaluates if a condition is true or a condition is what is false. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
So it is used if a condition is what is true. What if a condition is true? Then it should do this, or else it should do the other way around. Now let's look at the conditional statement. Okay, moving conditional statement. So now this conditional statement, like I told you, it is used to evaluate if a condition is true, right, or a
Yeah.
condition is false. let's say uh, the way to write a conditional statement, it is very, very simple. Um, Here we can have like a const of age, which is equals to 19. So what we are going to do is to check if a certain uh, person is up to uh, 19 years, the person can vote, right? Or at least the
Yes.
person is not up to 19 years, then the person should not be allowed to vote, right? So it's a conditional statement. We can also decide to check if a person is a student and is above is is up to 13 years or is up to 18 years, the person should be given a ticket. Uh, a
Yes, sir.
ticket. If not, the person should not be given a ticket. So very, very important. So it's a conditional statement. So like I told you earlier, it only can be executed if the condition is true. So we have, in order to write conditional statement, we have if. So when you click on this is a condition. In these two brackets is where you will check the condition. So if the condition is true, then the code in here will what? Will be executed. So you have your if statement. If this condition is true and evaluate that this condition is true using the method here. So passing their condition here. So this is where it check the condition. So if the condition is true, it will then execute whatever
Good. Yeah.
code that you have in mind. Let's say this is 19 and we start to say age, which is 19, hmm,
Yes, sir.
um, greater than equals to 18. Age is greater than and equals to. So if you use greater than and equals to, could means these are two conditions, right?
Yes,
Are
sir.
we communicating? These are what? Two conditions, greater than and equals to. Then sometimes we also have and equals to. So greater than equals to is actually a two condition. So it will check if any of the condition is met, then it should execute the code. Or else it should not execute what? Execute the code. Now, if age is equals to or greater than 18, remember our age or requirement to vote is 18 and above, not below. That means when you execute this code, console.log you are you are qualified to vote. Can this condition be true or false? Can we have this condition as true or false?
Uh, let cons equal to 18 if age is greater than, or yeah, it's true. It's
This
greater
this
than or
this
equal to.
condition can be true, right? This condition can be true. Now we're looking at true or false. Remember, I told you we have what we call the logical condition, right?
Yes, sir.
So logical condition. Now in that logical condition, we are in that logical condition. We have and right.
Yes, sir.
Then we have or. Then we have not. Now, so we are going to be using A and B to be able to explain this further. So let me go back to our book. Okay. Now, when you closely look at this, when you closely look at this, then we have A and B, right? A and what? And B. Now, in this A and B, let's say Sarah has a driving license and good word vision. So for Sarah to drive, Sarah must have a driving license and good word vision. Sarah must know, have a driving license, and then must have a very clearer vision. Now, when it comes in this, we have a possible variable, and when you say and, means that these two conditions must be what? Must be true. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So we have Sarah must have a driving license. So Sarah must have a driving license and also must have a good vision. If Sarah did not, if Sarah have a driving license and don't have a good vision, this condition will return false. So that's why you have two conditions. So in this logical operator, it is required that we compare two conditional statements. The code can only be executed if the two conditions are true. V must have a driving license and must have a good word, a good vision. So if V, which is you, have a driving license but you don't have a good vision, would that code be executed?
Sorry, sir. Come again.
Now, when you look at these two conditions, look at the A.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting me? In this A, we have true, we have false. In this B, we have true, we have false. And we have false, we have false. Now, the first thing here is that Sarah, the requirement for Sarah to be issued a driving license or the requirement for Sarah to drive is that Sarah must have a
A
driving
driving
license
license.
and must have good
Sure.
vision, right? Now, if you said Sarah have a driving license but does not have a good vision, can Sarah be allowed to drive?
No.
That means when you are using a logical operator, it is very, very paramount and very important that the two conditions must be met. If you didn't meet up the two conditions, the statement will not be executed. So the AND, which is a logical operator, compare two possible variables together and check if those variables meet up the required parameter before executing
Okay.
such code.
Yeah, yeah. I understand now.
And if the required parameter are not met, the code will not be executed. The code will not be executed if the required parameters are not what are not met. Now we have here this AND. I want you to know that AND logical operators must check if the required parameter are what are true. Do you have any question regarding AND operator and statement, conditional statement on AND?
No, I think I am flowing because here We will consider two conditions, and or for the second
Yes.
bottom here.
Now, yes, for the second example, we have Sarah. Now, all is only telling you that
One must be met.
one must be met.
Yeah.
So Sarah may have a good vision. She's allowed to drive. She don't necessarily need to have a driving license. So when you use or, either one of the condition must be met.
Met. Exactly.
So in this second condition, Sarah is allowed to what? To
To
drive.
drive.
Even when not having a
Good
driving what?
point.
A driving license. Sarah is allowed to drive. Sarah don't necessarily need to have a driving license, but she must at least have a good vision for her to be allowed to what? To drive. Now let's go to other refinement. Now we have what we call not. Are you getting me? Not.
Yes.
Now, not in a situation that, to reverse what we have just done, not. Sarah has a driving license. Sarah has a good vision. Now, when you use the word not, means that she don't have. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
If not, if not. So when say not, it means that it's not required. Let's say, for example, Sarah not a good vision. That means Sarah does not have a what? A good vision. Sarah not driving license. It means that Sarah does not have what? A driving what? License. So when you look, when you come across the word not, the not word is always very false. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
It always return word false. So instead of setting an object to false, we use if not. Are you getting me? If what?
Okay.
If not, that means it is false. Are we communicating?
Yes,
That
sir.
means what? It is what? It is false. So let's look at another example to have more clarity. Age is greater or equals to 20. Are you getting me? So
Yes.
age is greater or equals to 20. Then the age is 16. So we have a variable here. The age is what? Is 16. So in this variable, we have a boolean. So the boolean variable is to check age is greater or equals to 16. Is age greater than 16?
No, equal to 20.
Now, age is greater or equals to what? 20.
20.
Is age greater than 20? Eh?
No.
Is age equals to 20?
No.
So what will happen in this condition?
It's false.
The condition going to return what?
False.
Good. Now we have age is lesser than 30. Age is lesser than what? And 30.
30.
And this condition will only return
True.
false. Now you come to
False.
the second condition. Now we come to the second condition. You have not. Eh? Not
Yes, sir.
A. Like I told you, not always return what? False. Are
False.
we
All
together?
right.
Always return what? False. A
False.
and B. A and B will always return false. A or B. That means these two conditions must be met. A and B must be true for this man to what? To run. Where A is false, the condition will not work. That's why you are seeing A is false here, while B is true. And when you have and, it means that these two conditions must be met before the code can be executed. A is returning false here, right? While B is returning true, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now in this situation where you are having logical operators, A must be compared to be true. B must also be compared to be true. In a situation where A and B are not true, the return will be false. Now, when you say if not, like I told you, if not, always return false conditions. Then the second condition here is that A is false, B is true. A is false, B is what? Is true. So when we are comparing these two operators together using the variable method, A or B, A is false because we are using a comparison operator that is not required. That means the two parameters must not be required for the code to be executed. So we check A. Oh, A is false. Then we move to B. B is true. The code will return true. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
Now, if not A and B, right? If not A, that means A is false and B is true. So let's put this into practical so that we are going to uh, see how to go about that. So the first we start with Sarah, right? So we say um, Sarah const Sarah equals to um, okay, let's say Sarah Sarah, let's say Sarah have underscore driver underscore license driver license. Hold on, let me check that. Check that. Okay, where is it? Okay, license. Right. See, shall I have that license? So I will change this to false, right? Then
Yes,
move
sir.
this to false. Then we have another const. Let's say Sarah has good vision, right?
Yes, sir.
So we put this to true, right? So now let's come here and say, so here we'll pass in condition. So the first condition is Sarah has uh, David license and okay, let's continue. Okay, so like I was saying, um, so Sarah has a driving license. So if you want to add and use this, double, and the good word, uh,
Okay.
and the Sarah has driving license and a good vision. Now remember, we are setting Sarah have a driving license to false, which means that Sarah don't have a driving license. Now, if we run this clue, Sarah has a driving license and a good vision. If we try running this code is going to
False.
return false.
False.
So
False.
let's check that and see if the conditional statement will be uh, run. Then we notice here we are not having nothing is running. So now this now takes us to where we have the else statement, right? So the else statement can only be executed if the condition return false. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
Now it can only be returned if the condition return what? Return false. So here this condition is returning false. Then what we are going to do is to call on the else what? The else statement. So you come here and tap the else statement. Then that else statement, you put in this and you enter. So then we can say console log. So what we are going to do here is console.log. We say Sarah is not good. It's not good. Not good to go. Please complete the what? The task. Now I would like you to know that all this information are they will be on the database. So the reason why we are using it manually is because we are not started using making use of when did you come? When did you come? Okay. So the main reason why we are using this because we don't have access to database, and that's why we are making use of this manually. So in this code, the next code, which should be Sarah is not good to go, please complete the task. Now you can notice that the condition we are not met. Sarah don't have a driving license, but Sarah have a good word, a good vision. So when you look at and operator, so an operator, it's the two condition must be true. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
A and B must return true for the AND operator to be executed. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now let's try to put the two condition true. Okay, let's try another one again so that I can get a clearer uh, view of where I'm heading to. Let's try to compare something like let's say students must pay school fees and also must have must record um, let's say 60% class attendance before they will be allowed to write exams, right? So
Yes, sir.
let's say student underscore school fees underscore status hmm, equals to true, right? Then let's say students underscore class underscore attendant equals to um 40%. Let's just say 40, right? Equals to 40.
Sir.
So we are going to write a program that will check if the student school fees has been paid and if the class attendance is equals to 60, right? So I want you to tell us how we are going to write this code now.
Student status true, student class attendance. Are we considering just those two variables, or are we including Sarah has driver's license?
No, no, no. I think we've done with Sarah has driving license because we use
Okay.
a conditional statement. So we are still on an operator. I want you to have an overview of what and does, like the principles that govern and operators. Before we move into the next this.
Okay. So if students. In this case,
Hmm?
we use or.
The two condition must be met.
Okay. Student school status equal to true. Let students class attendance 40. So if students class attendance and
Hmm?
I don't know.
I know which one you don't know. You must know which one you don't know.
Okay, to run this code now, we'll use the if
So
statement.
I want you to write this code. A code that will check if the student status is true, is paid, and the class attendance is great greater than or equal to 60 for them to attend class. So I want you to write the code. Tell me so that I can write it.
I'm confused.
Okay. We have two variables here.
Yes, sir.
And what we want to do is that for Sarah to attend class, for a student to attend to be allowed to write exams, the student must have school fees paid and then at least 60% class attendance for them to be allowed to write exam. I want you to write a function that will check if the student uh, class attendance is uh, above or equals to 50%, 60%, and the school fees has been paid.
Okay.
Okay. You say okay, you're not saying it. You just say okay.
See, hi chief, I'm
Mm,
seeing this student school status true. The class attendance 40.
mm,
And you are giving me assignment of 16% and
mm.
paid. So which is it, this one or the one you said off by which one?
Okay. Now let's comment on this. Maybe this Sarah stuff is not help you. Let's comment on this. So we'll come back to this Sarah stuff. Now, we want to check a student has paid school fees. We'll come here and say, because this condition must be met before the student will be allowed to write exams. Now, we say if. So here we say if student attendance eh,
Mm,
is equals to 60 and and student status, which is true, hmm?
mm,
Because and student status, which is true, Then what we are going to do here is console.log you are allowed to write exam, right?
Yes, sir.
Then or else console.log you are not allowed to and to write exams. Now when looking at this condition, tell me what's going to happen if we run this condition. Yeah?
Okay, I'm coming. Just give me a moment. If students' attendance is equal to 60 and student school status, okay, and it's true. Console. You're allowed to write exam. Yes. Okay, it would print the else statement. That's you are not allowed to write exam because we are considering both variable using and from our given variable we say student class attendance equal to 40 while student school status is equal to true. So but in the statement, that is the condition we are passing let, that is if student class attendance is equal to 60 and students, so 60 and 40 is not the same, so it will print the else statement.
So you feel that it's going to print the else statement, right? Okay, let's check that. So how sure are you? 100%?
Not 100%.
Okay. Okay. Let's print that out then and see what's going to give us. So it's returning that you are not allowed to write exam. Because like I told you earlier, I said that the logical operator, the logical operators, they must check if the two conditions are met. If these conditions are not true, this would not run. Let's say in a situation where we want if somebody are paid school fees and attendance is 60% or 60%, that means you must pay school fees or you attend 60% class. That means the two conditions must not be true, right? Let's say
Yes,
okay,
sir.
and here um we said if the student is is equals to, okay, if the student two fees is equals to hmm,
Yes, sir.
60 is equals to uh, is equals to 60 hmm, or so this is what you use in writing or
Okay.
the student has paid school fees. Now when you look at this condition, this this condition will check this. If this is not meant, hold on, what will happen here is that this condition will run first. So if this is false, then it moves to this. If this is true, it will then run this code. But in a situation that if both of the conditions are true, it will run this other code. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So let's see that, and then you notice that you are allowed to write what?
Write it
Exams.
down.
Because in this condition, both conditions must not be true. Only one can be true, right? Only one can what? Can be
Be
true
true.
before it will execute. But in a situation where both of the conditions are true, then when you use and operator, so what's going to happen is that it will check this condition. If it's not true, it will move, it will stop running. It don't need to check this one again. Are you getting me?
Yes,
So
sir.
this code, this and operator ends on the first condition. It can only move to this condition if this is true, and then move to one and check if this is false. Then it will skip and run this other code. So the and operator, the both condition must be true before the and operation can be executed. So when you go back to our previous code, that Sarah must have a driving license and Sarah must also have a good sight. Then this situation here, let me comment on this other one. So we come here and say Sarah must have a driving license. So if you come here and decide to return this Sarah good vision as true, driving license as true, then when you come back and run this condition, so what's going to happen is that Sarah has a driving license true, and also Sarah has a good vision. So can say Sarah can now drive, right?
Yes, sir.
So move on. Then when you come here, you can see Sarah can what? Can now what? Can now drive. Any question for and or before we move into notes?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Can ask me question.
Okay, give assignment. You are good to go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's move to the next one.
Sir, oh, sorry. I have a question.
Okay.
The given variable up. That's the one in the this thing. You used const. Can't we use like let or something? Must it be const?
We'll come to that.
Okay.
That's what we are going next.
Okay.
Now, um, let's look at and operator. Um, So let's look at and operator, not operator, before we move into another comparison operators where we check age of a person and centuries and what about what not of yeah. So now I told you not operator. Um, let's say remember this condition are true, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now I'll come here and see that is say not not Sarah. Hmm? Hmm?
Yes,
Not
sir.
what? Not
Sarah.
Sarah and okay. Um mm, I want us to finish everything about operator today so that our next. So now the nots, right? The not is more of a it's more of what do I call it? It's more of a reversed uh it's more of a reversed operator. So it's more of a reverse operator. So we are going to look at that not now. All right, so let's move on. So what we are going to do here is that um we can say if not Sarah. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
So this not if not Sarah means that if Sarah is not true, hmm? Hmm?
Yes,
If
sir.
not what Sarah, I think there's a problem. Let me comment. Now, it means I put if not Sarah and Sarah, right? If not Sarah, remember the Sarah here is, my God. Remember the Sarah here is true. So the Sarah here is what? Is true. So it means I put if not Sarah, this turns Sarah to false
Automatically, yeah.
automatically. Now I can say if not Sarah and this Sarah, if not Sarah has good vision. Are you getting me? If
Yes,
not,
sir.
that means if Sarah did not have good vision, and in here Sarah have what? A good what? A good vision. So if not, Sarah has a good vision. So remember they say if not, if or not, that means nothing. Does not have a good vision. If Sarah does not have a good vision and cannot drive, of course Sarah have a good vision, but here we are changing it to what? To false. So we are revising it. Okay, let me show you another thing here. If we go back, you see that Sarah is not good to go. So that's why I've been Sarah is not what good to go. Please complete the task. Now let's go and change this to true now. False. Then you notice that Sarah is what? Sarah cannot drive. So this note, this note is used to reverse either true or false. So if not, Sarah has a good vision. Does Sarah have a good vision? Huh?
No,
Huh?
no.
That means if not, Sarah has a good vision. If not, Sarah has a good vision. If not, that means Sarah does not have a good vision. Eh?
Yes, sir.
Eh? That means it is true. If not, if not, Sarah has a good vision. I mean, if not, oh, it does not have a good vision. So automatically, what is happening here is that we are turning this particular vision to true. So what the the condition is doing is that what it's doing is that it turns a reverse. It's actually a reverse operator. It's used in reversing logical operator. So um, it's a logical operator. So it used to reverse the truth, a value. So if a value is true and it put if not, it will turn that value to false. But if a value is false, I use if not, it will turn the value to true. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's why I say if not. That means if not user does not, if not user dot exist. That means if the user does not exist. Are you getting me? If
Yes, sir.
not user dot exist. That means the user does not exist. It's just like you saying if user exists. Are you getting me? If not user. So if not user, that means the user does not exist. That's why I say if not Sarah, that means Sarah is not false. Are you getting me?
Yes,
Because
sir.
Sarah is true. I don't know. This not is a bit confusing. You get to understand more. Maybe when we start building uh more application. Now the main
Okay.
okay.
Sorry, I want to. The reason why this condition now is returning Sarah can now drive is
Mm,
because the variable you've changed now you are now as in placing them together, like you are not comparing them to be the same. Like Sarah has no good vision, false. Then if not Sarah has good vision and Sarah have drive, since the variable here is returning true, as yes, Sarah has a driver's license, it will return true because from the variable you've changed, you've confirmed that Sarah's vision is false.
yes.
Okay, I understand now.
If not,
But
are you
yes,
getting? If not,
yes,
uh
but if you change it back to true, it will return S,
it
the
returns
S
yes,
statement.
exactly. Now
Okay.
another thing also we are going to be looking at is still on that conditional statement. Um, we are going to do. There is a question you ask, right?
Yes.
Um, why are we not using let? So let me quickly show you that. Let's move on. Let me comment on all this. Comment all this. So move down to this place. So here, uh, we'll have let's say we want to check people that we are giving birth in 2000, early 2000, right? We want to check uh, like their birth year. Are you communicating? We
Yes,
want to
sir.
check their birth year. So let's say let's have const there. Const birth year. So equals to 1998. So we want to check um 1998. So here we can come here and say uh, if uh, birth year is lesser than or equals to 2000. That means if somebody birth year is lesser than or equals to 2000. So if the person is okay, this is greater than Abi. Sorry. Hmm?
No, it's less than. It's less than. You're correct.
Okay, yeah, it's less than. Sorry, it's less than or equals to 2000. I mean, if somebody is giving birth below uh, uh 2000, right? If the
Yes, sir.
person if the person is giving birth below 1998, hmm, or within the 2000, so we can say let century equals to 20. Uh, sorry, I don't the right Python. Hmm, writing Python. Remind me. Okay. We can say S S century century. That is it again. S. So this should be century. Okay. Cen- Century equals to 20 21. So now if somebody is born um below 1998, are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So uh, the person is born on 20th century, and if the person is born anything uh, below 2000,
No, anything above.
above rather 2000, the person is born on 21 century. Just we are born in 2010, 2000, this, that, like this. The person is born what on 21 century. Now, if you look at this, and if you come here and decide to say console.log, and then we log century, then we come here, you notice that we are having an error. And can you tell me why we're having this error?
Century is not defined.
Now, the reason why the century is not defined is that now this is why we're having this error that century is not defined is that these are block elements. If statement is a block element, whatever that is here, any variable that is here, you can't reuse it here. It can only be used within the block of that variable. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
So this variable can only be reused, cannot be reused or accessed um outside this block element, not even the if statement. So for you to be able to access this variable globally, it can use let then passing century so that everybody here can access the century both inside there and outside there. They don't need to reassign the century again. So what you need to know now do is to call the century. If you recall what I told you earlier during our variable, I told you that let can be reassigned a value, right? But
Yes.
const cannot be reassigned a value. If you try this same method with con, it can't work. So if you know that in the future you want to reassign a value to a variable, then you use the let. So
Then
you
you
get
give it empty
yes,
variable.
yes, you must call it as a global variable. Now it's not a global variable.
Okay.
It now has a global scope, which means it can be accessed here, and be accessed outside the variable. So you can reassign that value to that variable. But you can't try this with const. It's not going to work. Right. So if we come here, you notice that that error has been what? Has been fixed. So I just wanted to do this to show you how when you see somebody call a variable at the top, you should know the reason why they call the variable. Don't just follow the
Okay.
person. The person is calling a variable, then boom, you follow and call a variable.
And now waiting I they do before you can't teach me this thing.
You should
I can
know
just follow it.
exactly. You should know why the person is calling the variable first
Okay.
before
This is
you
why
say
they put an empty variable, right?
yes.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you.
So have that in mind.
Eh,
Because if you comment on this now and come and sign here and assign here, it will not work. It's beyond its scope. So you need to call it at the top so they can use it. You use that variable. Because if you don't do it, sometimes all these YouTube tutorials, they will not teach you, just use it. Knowing the
At
fact that
all.
you get confused. Are you getting me? That's
Yes.
why I say YouTube guys, they don't I don't understand the kind of teacher they are. They don't explain anything. You want to build an app. You feel that everyone that is building that app understand the rules
Knows.
and regulation.
Yes. Knows
Mm.
the rules and
So for them, they
regulations.
feel that everybody understand the rules and regulation. Although that's why you need a beginner course. That's why you need you grounded with JavaScript so that if now you are watching any YouTube tutorial and somebody is doing something, you know, okay, this is why the person is doing what they are doing. Now, another thing also, we are going to be looking at else statements before we move to conversion type. Uh, the else statement. Um, so we look at the else statement uh, using the else statement, and uh, to see how. So we are going to do something now. Excuse me. Okay. So going. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Want to do something before we move into. Okay, let's do that conversion first before we move into the else statement, because I like following procedure. So we are going to be doing about conversion and cohesion. Conversion and cohesion. And what is this conversion and cohesion all about? And sometimes it's really very important that you know this as a JavaScript developer to help you uh, if you're having some projects uh, you are building. Excuse me. So if you have let's say uh, some things that you are handling, can also be very very easier for you. So we are going to be looking at uh, uh, type of conversion. So JavaScript have uh, they actually have an inbuilt conversion and the collation. So I want to ask you, what is conversion and collation? Cohesion, conversion, creation, and creation. So do you know what it's all about?
Conversion creation
Yeah,
or creation.
creation, not creation. How JavaScript um, con, um, conver, conversion, JavaScript conversion, conservation, and creation. Okay, JavaScript type. Mhm. Okay, let's check that out. So let's look at a victory script that can give us. Um, the conservation and creation refer to the process of converting a value of one data into another data without losing or altering its original means. This is also known as casting or type conversation. Okay, let's look at this. It's very important. The reason why I'm bringing this topic is because there are things that are going on in JavaScript backend that you also need to understand. And if you don't have this in mind, it's going to become a problem. So, like I said earlier, conservation creation refer to a process of converting a value of one data type into another data type, right? If you remember, there is a time that we were doing uh, con, uh, conversation type and creation type, where you notice that if you do equals to and equals to, right? And you notice that if you use 23, let's say if you use let's say console the log, you use something like age 23, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
let's say const age 23 equals to 23. Now in that 23, like you already have age at the top. Let me comment on all this. Okay, let me start a new class here. Go conversation and okay. Now we notice something like this, and I'll say uh, if to have the if statement, right? If age is equals to 23. Now go to the log true, then x, go to the log false. Now when you look at this statement, let's look at these two statements. Of course, this statement will um there's a mistake. Okay, this statement will return true, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
statement will return what we call true. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
Now, remember what I said earlier. I said conservation and collation refer to the process of converting a value of data into another data type without losing or altering the original value. Now, what's really happening here is what we call um, conservation and collation. Remember, this man eh,
Yes, sir.
const um, age stream equals to 23. Let's console log this 23 age, and let's console log this age or stream. Now, in this process, when you console the log, of course, we are going to have a a due data type. So when you look here, you notice that this other one is blue, while this one is what? Is black, right?
Yes, sir.
It means that this one is a different data type and this one is different data type. So I don't need to use type of to convince you. But however, if you are doubting, let me use type of what? The type of will give us the type of this object. And the type of here will also give us the type of what? The type of this object. So I have this. The first one returns string and the second one return what? Number.
Number.
Now remember I told you uh, a conservation collation refers to the process of converting a value of one data type into another data type
Time.
without losing or altering its original value. Is it getting clearer now?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you notice, the reason why we are having this is equals to this is because this man do what we have conservation. So this process is what we call collation. So collation is a process of having similar objects but of different value. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Similar object but different uh, the same the same value but different data type. So there are JavaScript symbols and JavaScript operators that convert any given object to a similar object when there is collation. So collation is an approach of bringing similar objects, comparing those objects together. But those objects are different type, but they are similar. So when you have the situation of having this collation, when you have this collation, that particular object will automatically convert that object to its data type so that they will not have an error. We are going to practicalize this. We are going to practicalize this, and then you will see you will see it. Now let me say um um we have let's do something. I want to do something here. So we already have collation, but it become more clearer, right? So um let's say we have something like this. In const input here equals to 1990. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Let me convert this. Comment on this. Then we have something. What we are looking at is that if you have this console.log, but I will show you that this number, then let's move on. And we have something like cons.log, and we say um, 23 plus input here. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Input here. This is what we call a collation. Now let's see what's going to happen. Now, you notice that what is happening here is that the plus is adding 23 and convert it to a string. Is 23 a number or a string?
23 is a number.
Now, you notice that it is bringing it together as a string. So it is converting it what as a string. Now let's look at operators that does correlation. Now this does not work, right?
Yes, sir.
Then let's go back again and have this to minus, and we come back. What do you see?
Minus 1967.
So the reason why I see minus is because we are using the bigger number, the smaller number to minus the bigger number, which is not doable. So we need to do the reverse, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Minus 12. So what are we saying?
1978.
Why are we saying 1978? Yeah?
Because he's not picking it as a number.
It is
It's
now
minus.
you can see minus is doing what we call colluation. It's seeing it as a number automatically. That is the same way this man is doing what we call colluation. So the colluation is converting a particular object to another object without altering its what? Its value. Now, if you come here and we decide to have this and const num, and you come here and have console.log, you have num. When you come here, type of num, then you see that age is not defined. Okay, so done. When you come here, you will see what we have is what?
Number.
Is number. What do we have number? Now the reason why we have number is minus does what we call collation. Does what we call uh, 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 conversation and collation. So when they say collation type, minus is a collation object. Why? Because it converts a certain stream to what? To a number. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
The same way we have this is a what? A collation number. This also a
That's
collation sign.
the double equal to.
Yes, because it will convert this equal to a number. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now we can also go ahead and decide to try another thing, like let's say console.log. Here we have 20, let's say 4 divided by, is it 20 divided by 4? Okay, 20, 30 divided by 3. Then comment on this and see what we are going to have. Unexpected. Okay, okay. We'll comment on this as well. And then what do we have here?
10.
Now, this is what we call collation type. Because in your exam, I will ask you list out object that are collation. They have collation type. These are what I expected you to give me. So when you see that we are having not equals to, because that not equals to belong to a collation words type object. So automatically or apparently it is converting the object to another word object type. So if we go back to W3 school, now they said converting string to number. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Converting number to string, converting data to number, converting number to data, converting belong to data. So can be converted at to a variable and another variable type. That's what we call type of conversion, right? So in this type of conversion, if you want to convert number, you use what? You use number. But this one is actually running on the background. Are we communicating?
Yes, sir.
It is running a what? On the what? On the background. I can decide to come here and let me comment on this. I have age, let age const age equals to 20, const name equals to skyline 92, then const um payment equal to 3000. Now when I come here and I decide to console.log any of this, the log name okay, that name is name 2, let's say type, then I can call here and say const log and say we are having a string, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you can also convert this name to a number by calling what? A number. By calling what? A number. So if you put a number here and then you put type, this will give you a type of what?
Number.
So this is what is happening on the background when you are using some collation objects. So you can convert number to a number, a string to a string, a boolean to a number. Now if you come here and you use console.log and I decide that I want to convert name. Okay, the one we converted is name 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we converted name 2 to a number. So let's convert this other one that is a number to a string. Then we'll have a type of, if you want to convert, you can just call string, capital letter
Okay.
string, but you don't need to put it on type of. This is why I'm adding on type of, so that you can see the type of the object, right? Then
Okay.
so you come here, you can see convert to a string, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can also convert to any kind of object you want, right? Convert it to any kind of object you want, to a number, to a string, to any kind of data. But I've told already collation. So the collation happens when you are using some certain JavaScript mode. So JavaScript does that conversion on the background. So that's why whenever you call this man, what happened here is that this equals to convert this to either a number or to either a string. It all depends on the object type. You grab.
Yes, sir.
So that is the role of the conversion and collation. I feel that it's very important to know all this conversion and collation so that it can help you have more understanding when we start building project. So let's do another one, like a favorite number. So this is what I'm going to do. Let's say, yeah, let's put the conversion into work. So um I can decide to say, okay, const um we have winning underscore number. So that winning underscore number equals to, That's what we call prompts, right? So prompt is the JavaScript method that will help you prompt
Display.
a browser for you to type something, right?
Yes, sir.
I can see enter enter winning number. So now I can decide to come console.log to log the winning number, right? Also come here to console.log type of the winning number, winning number. So let's go and see what's going to happen. Now, they say we should enter our winning number. Then I enter. Then I entered. Now, when I entered, slow network detail, blah blah blah. Let's do that again. Enter this. Okay, okay. This is giving us a string, right? It's
Yes, sir.
returning the winning number and it's telling us it's a string, right? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So let's try. Let's go again, and then put this. Then this is giving us what, a number and returning a string. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
So now, how do we convert this to a number? Because we want people to type a number. Either we want to use the number to do calculation. And remember, addition is not a calculation stream. So
Yes.
let's say we want to convert this to let's say a calculation where we can use it and calculate to get a particular figures. And in this situation, how do we intend to do this? So we can use the number, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, we can use the number, or we can decide to write a statement that can say, if winning number, sorry, if winning number, okay, you can try to say, if not, hmm, hmm,
Yes, sir.
now we're using that not now. A, if not, if, okay, let's just say, if not a number. So this NA means not a number, right?
Yeah.
Then we pass in uh the winning number. So if not a number, then we can see dot log. Sorry, this is not a number, right?
Yes,
Are
sir.
we communicating? Then we can say else you just entered a winning number. So what we are doing here is that um we are calling a prompt. Remember, a prompt automatically convert this to a string. So for us to check if what the user is entering is a number, we need to call a function not a number. So the not a number, it is to check if the number you are adding is not a what, a number.
Number.
So let's try to do that and add something that is not a number, and boom. What is the other one? Let's do, okay, not a number, not a number. Error, type error, not a number is not a function. So let's see. Okay. Um. not a number. No, it's a function. Now, why you tell me that is function? Okay. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's use the number. Okay, then we'll pass in the winning number. So this is you will only convert this to a number. You can say if not. Are you getting me?
Yes,
If
sir.
not a number, that means whatever that I type here, if not a number. Sorry, this is not a number. So let's try that again. So we put what is not a number and then print. They said n is not defined. Do you have anything like n there? N is not defined. Let's check, let's see. Okay, I think that this man is not running. So what we are going to do is that I feel that okay, okay, so this is what we will do.
Welcome to the webinar. You have entered that.
All right, so this is what we'll do. Let's try something different. So let's have const. Let's go back to the number. All right, so we have const. What we can do is to convert this to a number, whatever that is coming in here to a number, and of course, yeah. Then let console.log again and see what's going to happen. Console.log the winning number. So anything that is coming automatically must be a number, right? You understand what the code does, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please concentrate to know what you're pressing your phone for. All right, let's move in and have 200. Enter. So we have. Does this say a string? Let's just comment some things. I'm going to be a bit confused. What is giving me string? I'm supposed to be commenting on all this. So anyone I've done, I comment on it. Don't know why I don't usually comment. So it will allow me to work. All right. Let's have 200. Okay. Now you notice that it's not a number, right? It is
Yes.
showing below. So now if we go back there again, down. So we have winning number prompt, not a number. Now if we go back there again, let's try to check if whatever input the user is putting is a number, and let's check if the user prompt
Yes, sir.
is a number. So all right, so what we are going to do is that only to check if the input the user is entering is a number. So we use that to check if the result is a number in JavaScript. So we can do this by using this. You can say if it's not a number, so we pass in the winning number variable, If not a number, let's have like more alerts. I think we've done alert before, right?
Yeah.
This is if it's not a number. This is not a number. Hmm? Are you
Yes,
getting me?
sir.
Now we have what we call if this is not a number. We also want him to prompt him again. We can say we can prompt him to say and let's have like okay, let's just do it s. Okay, you can do something like s if let's do s if so s if is also used to s if check another condition. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
S if you can check um no condition I will check. So if what the user enter is a string,
Yes, sir.
if it's a string, so we will need to check uh the input user if it's a string.
Yes, sir.
So if it's not a string, then and it's not a number, then that should be something else. So we also check if it's a string. So we can come here and say is capital letter why is it done self that string it's string why not issue is capital letter string ma check that thing for this thing is string I don't know why it's not showing. Like they don't comment am for the latest version. Let's see double three school. I prefer using double three school. Let's see. Hmm, I'm looking at hmm, okay, let's try that. I don't think I can see it here. However, let's try it. If you have error, you can fix it. So let's say it's stream. Hmm, so if what the user put is stream, right? So if means that if this condition is not true, it should try this condition. Are you getting me?
Okay.
Yes, that's what it means. If this condition is not true, it should try this condition. So let's have this alert. This is a string. Then let's say s console.log. Let's tell them that you have entered unknown data type. All right, this is crazy. So this is what we are doing here. We created a variable, and then in that variable we have prompts. Convert that prompt to a number. Then here we console log the prompt. Then here we are checking if the value the user is entering is not a number. If you tell them that is not a number, and check if it is string, you tell them it's a string. Then okay, or else you tell them you have entered the number. Yeah, you have okay. Hmm. So if it's string, else you should tell them that they have entered unknown data type. So let's go back there and enter a number. Let's see the error we are going to have. So we are having 20. It seems that okay, this is not a number, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if we enter a number, so we are having this is not what a
A
number
number.
because of so when you come here, you can see you have NIN, not a number, because we are console.log. So this is running is not a number. So let's check this other one. If it is stream, okay, this will run is not a number. So what if we enter a number? Let's see what you are going to get. What if we enter a number? What if we enter a number 300? Then what's going to happen? So it's telling us it's running the second one. So now the first this thing is not running because what you enter is a number. Then the second one now is telling us it's giving us an error if error stream is not a function. So I think so what we are going to do here is that this is checking if it's not a number. That means if it's a stream, it can run this. So what we are going to do to check if it's the number, we're going to write to check if it's a number. So what are you going to do to check if what the user entering is a number?
Type of. Use type of to check.
A type of.
Yes, sir.
I want us, if it's a number, then it should give us, if you should send us message.
It's already on the first line. If is not a number, winning number, then show this is not
What of if
a
it's a
number.
number?
If it is a number,
We are not writing, we are not having the code, a condition that check if it's a number. Think.
condition that check if it is a number.
Oh yeah, explain this code for me.
Okay. We are giving const winning number equal to number, then prompt to display. Give the user a platform where they can put in their number. So then we say enter winning number. We console log winning number. Then we give an if statement to check the data type of whatever number or any value clicked by, or any value that the client will
What
input.
number is that?
The number can be any number, like
What
20.
number are you writing? What number code are you explaining?
292.
292.
Yes, 292.
No, don't worry, leave those ones. I say start from 292. Another
Yeah,
one.
I'm on 292.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on 292. So
Okay.
I'm saying cost winning number is equal to number prompt to give the user a platform where they can put in any number. Then the browser or whatever we check if this is a number or a string. So now we say enter winning number. Then we come to the if statement. We say if is not a number. That is, if maybe the client puts a value that is not a number, then the result will be this is not a number.
Mm-hmm.
Then, but if a client puts in any number, a number, then the second, that is the S if means to check this. S if means to consider this first before going to the last one. So if it is a number, then the alert should print this is a number.
Which of the line?
Line 299 to 300. Hello?
You don't understand the code. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
You don't understand the code. Explain the code again. Explain the code again. Hmm?
Okay, let me start again.
Hmm.
We are trying to determine a number and a string
Uh,
whenever a client puts in anything.
hmm.
So from 296,
Mm-hmm.
we are given a condition that if whatever value the client puts is not a number,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it should print this is not a number. And mind you, we've already given a constant variable that it must be a number, that is number prompt. So now, if the client comes in and puts in anything that is not a number, the first statement that is from line 296 we print this is not a number.
Mm-hmm.
Then for the second statement, automatically the browser will also check if is a string. That is, let's say maybe the client puts in something that is not a number, like a
Mm.
name of a dog, house, or then a string. If is a string, then alert should be this is not a string. This is not a string. I'm confused there.
Are you confused with the alerts or you are confused with the function?
I'm confused with the alert because here they said
So what should be the correct one?
then the correct one should be if the client puts in a string,
Mm.
then alert should be either this is a string.
This will not run because this is checking that already. This is checking that already. Because if you put string here, this will run. Then I want us to write a code that, okay, what if you are type number? What will happen?
If you type number, where is it on the if
Yes,
else
the
if?
inputs. Yeah, the input. If I type number, what will happen?
It depends. Are you putting is not a number or number?
Let's say now, if we run this code now, and I
Mm.
type number on the input here, which one we going to run? Which of the code is going to run?
Sorry, please. Which input? I want. Is it on this e
On
string?
the prompts, if I put in number here, which of the line of code will run?
If you put number,
Mm.
the first line of code will run.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Look at that line of code and explain to that first line of code to me. That's 296.
296. If it's not a number, this is not a number. But if it is a number,
What happened?
because we've given a variable that it must be a number,
So
then
what of if it's not a number? If it's a number, which one will run? Because this one is saying if it's not. That means if you enter anything that is not a number, this should print. What if we enter what is a number? What happens?
it will return you've entered the number.
Where is it now?
It's not there.
So how are we going to do to add it?
We'll add another S statement.
Another S again. How many S do you have in one listing? SE for S.
It's not a number.
Eh?
SE, that's 299. We'll add it there.
So you will check if what they entered is number, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell us how to do that then.
Hey, Sky, Mr. Chief Sky.
Hmm?
Hey.
Should I give you an assignment? Hmm?
It is a number. Okay, now no problem. I'll try. I'll try and solve it.
Now, this is a very simple something. Hmm? This is a very simple something. If you want to check is a number, remember when you console log whatever that is happening, that is coming here, then let's try to see as you are printing, there should also be a console log of type. There are two ways of doing this. There are many ways of doing that. This is very simple. Or type of whatever the user is entering, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and then we also do that here. The type of what user is entering. So when we come here and we type something like this, we will say it's not a what? A number, right?
Yeah.
Now, we also have console the log a type of not a number. Now, before we do that first, let's remove this conversion because this conversion is only allowing us to enter a number. Let's enter anything that we want. So then we'll type something here. You can see what we enter here is what? It's a string, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a string. Now copy this. Now what we want to do now, and if you enter another one here, what do we enter here?
It's a string is not
It's a
defined.
stream,
Okay. It's a
right?
string.
It's a stream, right?
Yes, sir.
Good and fine. So now this code is not working. This code is not working. Not this one. This particular if is not working because they are telling us this is not a function. Now remember we have a string here, right?
Yes, sir.
Now if you want to check, um, if you want to check what the user enter, if it's a number, or if it's a string, right?
Yes, sir.
So what you are going to do is that this one will check if what you enter is not a number.
Yes,
That
sir.
means if you enter a string, this will tell you that what you enter is not a string, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why it's saying if not a number. So if we also want to check that what the user enter here is a number, what we can do is that we can do another if else if
Yes, sir.
Now, let's remove this one. Now, this else, if we are going to give another condition, we can either do this way. What we are going to do is that we can either use type of to check the type of what user have entered. You can see type of is equals to the type of what the user have entered. It can be a number, it can be anything. So if what the user have entered, the input user, like what the input user have entered, right? So what you are going to do here is very, very simple. So very simple in the sense that you will check the type of what we have here.
Yes, sir.
Right? This a type of will give you if the type of equals a number. You can
Yes,
say
sir.
console.log. You have entered a number. But we have a problem. Okay, now let's see the problem. So if what we enter is not a number, this should run. But if it's a number, this should run, right? Or
Yes, sir.
else console.log unknown unknown digits. Okay, let's go back and try to enter a string that you enter. Now we have string is not defined. I think there's a this place. So we have this, and then we enter this. This is not what a number, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So let's enter another one, and we have unknown words, unknown string.
Digit.
Remember, we entered the number. Hmm? This is string, this run, and then when we enter the second one, which is string, we say unknown word. Oh, sorry, a number. We have unknown what
Digit.
digits. Now this other one is not running because what we are entering is not equals to number. So what we are going to do to resolve this, are you getting me? Is
Yes,
to
sir.
convert this to the input that we're having here to what?
Number.
To a number. So whatever that is coming here should be a number. So we use number close open. So now if we type a number here, this will convert that. Now if you also come here, this will convert that to a number. So whatever you're entering here is a number. So if we come back here and say we enter a string, we have this is not a number. Then when we enter a number now, and the second if else going to run, you have entered the word a number. But let's use alerts to fix that. Um, let let bring alert. Um, so let's say let's message. So then I want to assign the message here. I can call alerts the message equals to this, right? So what we are doing here is that we convert this to a number, and then we say that if what user you entered is not a number, then you should print this and then console log the type, or else check if check if what the user enter is a number, then print that just enter a number, right? So we come here and put the string. We're having let is not defined, so let's see, let's okay equals to what's let's why are we having the let is not defined? Let's see, let's try that again. It's not a number. Okay, let add a number. Okay, you just entered a number. Are we together? So let's try that again. We enter what is not a number. This is not a number. Then let's try that again. Enter what is a number. Then we enter what is a number, and this is not a number. So when looking at this code, this if not a number, we check if it's a number. Then if s type of winning, which is the type of this, is equals to a number, it should print the message. And another way of doing this, a simpler way of doing this, is to come here and say if not what is not a number. Are you getting me? Very short, and this will work. So remember, I told you that this not will turn whatever that is true to false, right? Hello? Damn.
What this man is about to say is going to make some of you really, really angry. Poverty does not die by fire, it dies by hard work or smart work. And there is no amount of money